Hey guys, I'm Nisi from nisibennett.com, and today I want to show you how to create a branding board in under 10 minutes using Canva. So I absolutely love Canva because it does all the work for me. I don't have to remember anything. Colors, fonts, it's all right there. You can upgrade and purchase some extra things on Canva. I have found that if you just take your time, you can really create a really nice branding board right on their free stuff. So let's get started. So the first thing you want to do when you open your Canva is you want to select the social media post, and then when you do that, all of these images here will pop up, and as you can see, a lot of them are for free. So for my personal brand for nisibennett.com, I focus on black, white, gold, and then glitter, and then whatever color I'm feeling lucky about. But having the black, white, gold, and our glitter is kind of the foundation for my brand, so that I want to have almost every post have those colors in them. I'll even take some photographs and turn them into black and whites just so I can kind of keep that black, white, branding going on. So very simply, what you'll do is you will just start to scroll on the side for the Canva layouts. So let me scroll down to the bottom. You can see that I have done a ton already. And basically what I do is if I like the frame and the layout, I'll remove the words. So that way, when I save these images, I can put in whatever words I want, and it'll still fit with my brand. And again, black and white with a little bit of gold and some other color. I have no clue what I'm going to use this one for with the sunglasses, but I thought it was absolutely cute. It originally was something for Father's Day. I removed the text to it, and now I can use it for something that I want. I'm thinking when I'm having my Kanye moments that I'll put my quotes into this one. I love the arrows because it reminds me for some reason of traveling, so I'm sure I'll use that to put in some travel quotes. Okay, so you can see that's how I got those. So let me show you how you can take the free ones on the side here and just kind of mess with them a little bit to see if they will work for you to create your brand. So let's start here. You want to add a new page. And so this kind of falls into my black and white. It does have gray. And you can see that the flowers are red. Red's really not one of the colors that I am fond of or that I use in my brand. So I'm going to look into adding one of the colors that I really like, which is more purples. And then I would simply just remove the text. At one point I did put in like my website, nisibennett.com, but I typically don't do that until I've reached all 30 boards because it just gives me a chance to figure out if that's what I want or not. Here's another one. You have to make sure it's on the right thing or it'll go. So I am about to go on a trip to Vegas. So this absolutely would work. Again, red is not necessarily the color that I would prefer to use, but because of where I'm going and what's going to be going on, I'm going to go ahead and take all the other text out. And keep that in there. And that gives me kind of my Vegas themed background for any of the quotes or things like that that I want to put in there. And you just keep going. You keep working through whatever you think might fit for you. So even sometimes you'll find things that you're like, okay, that does not fit my brand at all whatsoever. However, if you use it to your advantage, you could really make it work. So I'm going to definitely remove the text. And you can see here you have the color options. This lets you know what colors can be changed and what colors can't be changed. Okay, keeping it going. Now some of the things you see might be perfect for you, but if you see these lines through it, that means it's going to cost you. And this particular one, I think is $1. Their images are $1. But if the image is true to your brand, pay the $1. Don't look for another image to represent or come in or fill in the gap or whatever. Just go ahead and pay that $1 and have that image that you can keep. So here's another one that is not black and white, but it is with texting, and I do that a lot, so I think it's a great thing to have. I would just simply change some colors. So I would make this pure white. Let's see. And this particular one, you can't change the background, I don't think. Let's see if we can. Oh, yep, we can. So I would make this one into like a teal. And then I would change this one into maybe a purple. Because that kind of fits my brand a little bit more. And then I would, for right now, leave the text and images in until I have an idea of what I want to do with it. Or I would take out some of the text. Like I would take out the present and the cake. And I would leave the happy faces. And then what I would do is I would probably do something like a Q&A. So this would be the question maybe from a customer or client that I want to share in our Facebook group or on website. And I would put the question here, and then I would put the answer here. Or something along these lines. A copy. Like that. So it still falls in with my color combination, but it just allows a little bit of freedom for me to play around. Let's see. New page. We can keep going. It literally should take you less than 10 minutes to scroll through, see what you can find, see what matches your colors. This is a great one. I really like this one. I'm not going to keep the font, and I don't think I'm going to keep that image. I think it's a map. I'm not going to keep that either. But I do like the background because it takes care of the, black, white / gray that I like. Again, I'm going to Vegas, so I saw this. That catches my eye. See if I can't change. Sometimes it's an image like this that's in there and you can't really change it. And maybe something like that. This one I'll keep the font because I like that font for Vegas, so that'll stay in there. Okay, keep it going. So I definitely like this. These dots look kind of goldish to me, but I don't like the stuff in the middle, so I'll take all that stuff out. And keep the rest. You're really just gonna, I used to do this one a lot, but I see a lot of people with it, so I kind of stopped doing it. But that's really it. One thing that I would recommend is to take one of your squares, just do like a white background, go to your text, hit add heading, and then type in like what you'll probably have in all of them, and then change it to the font that you like to use. And this will just be a place to hold your fonts so that when you're ready to add this to another image, all you would have to do is hit copy, and then you can move it to wherever you would like. Just like that. Also, this is a great spot if you have hashtags that you like to use. Change it to the font that you like. And there you go. So in less than 10 minutes, you can create a ton of background branding images. So any quotes that you find or you want to add, any aha moments that you come across, for the backgrounds that are almost all white or all black, I can toss in a photo. You would just go to Uploads and hit upload your own image, and it'll pull from your computer, it'll pull from Facebook, it'll pull from anything that you've purchased. So that's just another easy way. If I'm doing a training, let's say it's on Google Calendar, I can just upload that image of the Google Calendar icon and drop it, let's see, drop it right into here. Easy peasy. If I want to put text or directions or like what it's about, I can do that there. But then it's not a lot of work for me to go in and figure it out or whatever else. Another great tip is to make sure you have Google Photos on your desktop, on your laptop, on your iPad, your iPhone, your whatever devices you have. Make sure you have Google Photos. It'll automatically sync your photos to your Google Photos, and so you can really easily just go into your Google Photos on your phone or tablet when you're out and you see a quote that you like or whatever, type that quote into that image, the background image that you created on Canva, and you stick with your brand. So I hope this helps. This was how to do your branding board in less than 10 minutes using Canva. Took us about 14 because I was trying to explain it, but it's a really simple way to keep your fonts, your colors, your branding all aligned. and easily accessible. So I'm Nisi from nisibennett.com, and all you need is Wi-Fi and a dream.